I have ADHD, and one of the biggest problems with ADHD is being able to focus. And if you're anything like me and you have ADHD or you're on the spectrum, you've at least once gone to YouTube or on the internet to, find solutions to help you focus better and just get your life together. Just being able to perform tasks and work on the things you're supposed to work on. But the problem is, I noticed most of the advice out there doesn't always work for most people. And I was and I still am a victim of this, because living with a condition that makes you feel, like you'll never be good enough, like you'll never be able to accomplish anything, really puts you in a bad place. And in this video, I just want to share the best advice that I think anyone can utilize and change the situation. And the advice is actually pretty simple. If you want help for your ADHD, just go to a professional personnel. Just seek professional help. That's the only way about it. People are going to tell you use the Pomodoro technique, use this. I've used so many techniques, but not until I went to like someone who's actually a professional and they gave me the options of taking medication or just going through like some sort of therapy did my situation start to change. The biggest problem with ADHD is that it isn't only about focus, it's about living a life that is. So most people will tell you. So I have ADHD, and one of the problems I struggle with is focus. But when I'm able to focus, I can only use that focus on a single thing. Like if I start studying, like I'm an engineering student, if I start studying math and I build focus, I can study it continuously for weeks and months. But once I get, but that's firstly, that's the problem. I can't shift that focus to other things. My mind, I know I'm supposed to do this, but my mind is still stuck. Oh, wait, I hope my knee is not in the video. I want to do one thing, but my mind is stuck, in this on this task that I was doing. And no matter how hard I try, I just can't move my mind from that. And my focus just doesn't apply to this new task. So Pomodoro or any technique doesn't really work for me. And another thing that most creators on YouTube say is if you have ADHD, if you and want to get things done, start by eating the big frog first. And in my situation, I noticed that as long as there's any frogs involved, I am not eating them at all. Be it small or big or a bit, while they're still in the egg phase. I don't know. I just feel so overwhelmed. It's even so hard to explain to a normal person. Like, I don't even know how to explain to a person why I can't open a text, why my boss, like, I got fired from a job because my boss texted me. Like, I used to do like this online job and she texted me, and I just didn't I don't know if it's the energy. I just don't know how to put it in words. I tried a couple of times, like I just felt overwhelmed. My phone is always on do not disturb because I just find it so hard to process information during the day, because I easily get thrown off. So my phone is usually on disturb and I can only check my notifications properly at night when I set her in because that way I know I won't be, derailed by any news that I'm not prepared for. So when it comes to eating the frog first, for me, what really worked is um trying to so if I want to do a certain task, I try to start with something that is irrelevant and not even correlated to the main thing that I need to do. Cleaning helps me a lot. That's why my desk is always clean and my room is always mostly clean. And that's because when I want to do something, I start by something that I like, I enjoy, and it just puts me at ease and it somehow just makes me develop this. It puts me in this drive of working on something, and I try to shift that. Like, I don't do it for hours or whatever, but it's easy. So, like, right now, I'm from cleaning my room, but instead of doing something else, I took out the trash and now I'm here making a video that I didn't even intend on making. I have work inside the room, Sometimes it doesn't always work, but I try to develop this focus and just, um, you know, uh, shift it to a different task. It might work, it may not work, but that's the best way of developing focus than diving straight into the task. So when you seek professional medical help, it really goes a long way, I guess, because you can get medicated. I know a lot of people are against medicine, but I noticed that I rather feel numb and like a robot and just get the work done than spend 99% of my time and day just feeling so bad about myself and developing this depression and having low self-esteem and all that stuff. University is hard, and the fact that if you're starting like a program that is really hard, like engineering, which that is my major, it really is challenging. So I will always take the medication over any solution that's out there, because it's okay to find something that will help you in the long term, but right now it's like there isn't even time to have a solution that helps you in the long term, because you need that focus on a day to day, and yeah. So whatever solution, I'm not saying you should take medication or whatever. I just think that if you want help for your ADHD, just consider seeing a professional, because most of the tutorials out there don't really do much help.